Hello? Hello?
Bro, you're so stupid.
I can hear. Oh, were you doing a bit?
The classic Zoom bit.
You're
Come
not
on.
you're not nice, dude. Remember last week we had all that trouble and you were like angry
Oh
and
my
I'm
gosh.
I'm like trying to be patient and kind to you.
Are you there right now? Is that where you're at? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was just trying to be nice to you.
Hey, do me
Um
do me a favor. Can you turn just so that lamp is not in the back?
yeah, yeah, I'd hate for our podcast to not be professionally lit. Is this better maybe?
Oh yeah, that's better. I was
Okay.
just gonna
Actually,
say,
hold on. I can put on this lamp and that'll throw some light in front of me.
boom.
Oh,
That's what you
dude.
want. You want the front
Dude.
lit.
Dude, looking good, brother.
Hey,
I'm gonna do a little pillow stack here. You got me in the bedroom, bruv. I'm
are you
like
not
a
at work? I thought you were.
no, you know what? My morning changed a little bit. I'm getting a flu scooty at 11.
Oh, I was like, I don't know what that
A
means,
little
but a
sh a
flu
little
shot.
yeah, no, that's what people who have health disorders um call flu shots. Mental health disorders, that is.
Flu Scooty?
A flu scooty, yeah.
Never heard such a thing, but I trust you. You're a doctor.
That's true, dog. Uh
How often do you get referred to as doctor in your daily?
Um, I'd say not that often, though I'll share kind of a heartwarming story from the front lines.
From the front lines?
Those being the classroom. I have a student who is like really awesome, really engaged. Like he's always talking, he's always like making comments and responding to questions, and it's awesome because he's in my morning class. He has the propensity to sort of move a little bit off the track sometimes, but
Mm.
he's like a good sport about being called back to base, which you know I think like you have
You
to
gotta
be.
have that. You gotta have that self awareness if
Yeah,
you're known to go off on tangents.
but I bring him up in response to this question because he went through a tear where he was calling me Mister, and you know I mean you've had me in class, you can verify this for our listeners. I'm not like I'm
Mister
not
is your
like
dad's name.
yeah, I'm not like one of those stuck up like I demand the respect warranted by you know, like I'm never ever gonna be like, excuse me, call me doctor. So anytime he calls me Mister, I'm like, student, please anything other than that. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry, doctor. And I'm like, you don't have to call me doctor. You just can't call me Mister. Like you can
Yeah.
call me anything except Mister and late for lunch. Dude, it's really good to see you. This is awesome.
I know. Good to see you.
I want to tell the
As
girl, I want to tell the girlies out there in listening land that we're recording at the morning,
which
and
we almost never do.
yeah, and this is like a really cool way to start. Like I had kind of a sloggy morning, you know, like Ben got up mega early, and it was just like a grind to get him off to daycare. You know, it's like cold. It's not full winter outfit cold, so you have to go outside in shorts and like a light sweater, but
Yeah.
that's totally not enough. So it was just bummer vibes this morning, being out with the dogs, getting beans off to school. And then he went and I had like a little naparoon, but it was like a bad nap, you know,
Yeah.
you know, just like a hard ugly nap. And then like I woke up and I had
Where
the
you wake
dog.
up more tired than when you went to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. And then I took the dudes on a little stroll ski and I got in a Facebook fight and it kind of like bummed me out and I'm gonna flip it
Oh
into
my
something
god.
positive. But you know, just it's it's like charging me up. You know, I have my cup of coffee, obviously, but like, you know, Tone, you're like a shot of espresso. So
Hey,
it's good to be here for the girls, for the girlies, for the fan, and for each other, man. Cheers to you.
hey, cheers to you. Here's to a good day.
A rootin'
May
tootin'.
doesn't matter if they start bad, may they end good.
Yeah. Can I drop a word on our sponsors?
Of course.
So, at my university, I am one of three new full time faculty, and they click us up.
all
they
of the
make.
sound effects on my thing got fucked up. So
Oh no.
that's a whole nother like
Yeah, they
day
make
to.
us be booths with each other, which is cool because they're like nice dudes. And yesterday I had like a very fun office cooler interaction with the new philosophy professor whose name is Dr. S. And
Was it literally at the cooler?
well, mini fridge.
Oh,
And
you were sitting there like,
actually that's relevant to the word I want to drop on our sponsor. And he said hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And I think I was getting like my lunch out of the fridge or something. And he said, hey, I got to ask you, is that you drinking all that liquid death? And I was like, yeah, Jeremy, that's me. And I thought that would be, and he's like, yeah, that stuff looks intense. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I have to explain it to people, which is maybe not a word I should drop on our sponsor. I have to like justify why I have these insane beverages at my office.
yeah.
But so I went with the story I went with, which is true, is that I was like in a bad way drinking pop this summer, and Liquid Death totally like,
Liquid
you
Death
know,
saved me.
it like cured it, like it really did. I mean, I'm kind of back on the sauce now, but like it really got me off like 3 or 4 Pepsis a day.
Are you back on it?
Yeah,
Dude, I had a Coke yesterday and I was
yeah,
like, oh man, I'm
I
slipping.
am back on it, and I want to lie and be like, well, no, but it's just because I was in Michigan and I got a couple Fago Fire Pops, which is true, I did.
That's okay then.
But
That's all right.
but like prior to that, I had had some local pops, and and yesterday I had like a Coke at work. So I am like back on the sauce. I'm gonna jump back off again.
Dude,
Um,
speaking of spreading the gospel of LD. Oh, yeah, yeah, keep
well,
going,
let
keep
me.
going.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on that little tangent. So I tell him that the like, oh yeah, it's like my my sober drink. Uh, and I figure like, okay, that's gonna be the end of the conversation because why would this like professional like want to talk about liquid death with me? You know what I mean?
This philosophy professor
But in
rips off his shirt and he has the flaming
Yeah, he's
skull.
like wearing the costume that they're selling for Halloween right now. And
Are they? Oh my gosh. While you're talking, I'm
yeah,
gonna
they are.
look it
Look it
up.
up. Look it up. It's
Yeah.
good. And he like goes in depth. He's like, so which is your favorite flavor? And I said, well, they have mango, lime, berry, and my favorite is the plain sparkling water, but I like I think mango, lime, berry is probably how I would rank them. And he says, yeah, but you know what? Those names can't be beat. And then my man, Dr. S, coming out of North Bismarck, North Dakota, just drops, no mistakes, all 4 names of the flavors like mango chainsaw, berry
Holy
and alive,
shit.
severed lime. And I'm just like, do we have a fan in our midst?
Dude, and I'm looking at the unsexy thirst murderer costume.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard. Looking like a thirst murdering psychopath couldn't be easier. After 2,364 messages from people wanting us to make a thirst murderer Halloween costume, it's finally here. Battle axe not included. That's absolutely insane. I love Liquid Death's like self self-awareness to the like their review section says opinions from randos. Like that's just the fucking best. But so speaking of spreading the liquid death gospel, when I texted you the other day about that I was drinking one on set.
Yes. And I called you.
Yeah, there were about 2 or 3 people who were like, so I see that stuff all the time. What's the point of it? And I was like, oh, you got into a conversation with the wrong person. So I went on a tirade for about 15, 20 minutes explaining the hype behind the merch and how it's just water. And I was sitting there giving people tastes of my LD, my liquid death, for those who are uninitiated.
Yeah. So you were kind of letting people slug out the LD.
Yeah. And it was, I get the whole like apostle thing, like following Jesus and shit. I get it.
Dude,
I get it.
I don't know anybody that talks about that stuff normally. Like it's either you've never had it or you're like, hey,
This
do you
is
have a minute to talk about
Excuse me, do you have a minute to speak about our Lord and Savior, unsexy thirst murderer?
Sexy thirst murder is my boy.
Um, yeah, dude. It's I'm I forgot what I was gonna say. I feel the same about recording this early. This is weird.
It's like a cool way to start the day.
Yeah, like I was thinking about it yesterday, dude, because I had a fucking great day yesterday. Like this new internship, I had like a field trip where I went and pulled some like historical pictures and files from the IO in Chicago, which is like an improv theater, and I saw old headshots of like Jordan Peele and Chris Farley and Mike Myers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Tina
yeah.
Fey, and
Dude,
it
that's
was,
awesome.
dude, it was like I had to sit there and like mentally tell like just tell myself like, dude, don't freak out, don't be weird, like just do your job, be a regular amount of excited, and I was like, you don't want to fucking think like let these people know that you're an LD freak.
Or just alternative idea, let them know you're an LD freak.
Or ask them if they have 5 minutes to speak about our Lord and Savior, thirst murderer.
Unsexy thirst murder.
Unsexy, yes, of course. And I just would like to bring attention that I should just share my screen.
Yeah, okay.
Share screen. So this is the unsexy thirst murderer.
Bruh.
If you'll,
I mean, I know,
but
but
this is pretty sexy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really want it. And I think I would probably be in a good chunk of trouble if I bought it.
Speaking of,
So
when is our
if you
care
were,
package coming?
well, half of it already arrived, as you know, because you mailed it to me. We can't like pretend that LD sent us that stuff, bro.
What are you talking about? We have to pretend that they sent it to
All
us.
right, fine, fine. Yeah, I got part of it. The
Like even
like
you saying that, I'm gonna cut it out.
Anya, don't let him do that. Oh no, that was last week. Sorry.
Nick.
Um, um, yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, I might just keep your hat until I see you in February for
Oh
the
yes,
for the
I
for
meant to
the
text you back. We are all good for that.
dude sick. So it occurred to me, I was looking at the schedule and they like tell you what the schedule is going to be before they tell you the schedule, like if that makes sense, and it will in a second. Because I'm on a regular panel, which is like during the middle of the conference, but then I'm also doing a workshop, which could be on the 0 day of the conference or the last day of the conference, and that's obviously gonna like dictate my flights. Like I might because here's the thing, dude. If I don't have to like work, quote unquote, work on Wednesday, I'm probably not gonna like get a 5 a.m. flight to Chicago.
100%. Yeah, that's
But if I have to, I'll
fucking
do it.
chill.
And then same thing on Saturday. If I don't have any obligations on Saturday, I'll probably bug out like late afternoon.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
they have like evening flights, so I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm
Bring your own toilet.
dude. Well, I'm here. See, here's the thing. Now we've arrived at an interesting moment here. Fans of the pod know how I feel about flying.
Yes.
So, I'm in a word, I'm scared. Shitless.
Shitless.
Shitless. I'm scared shitless of flying. So I think what I'm just gonna do is embrace that and just kind of like fill the airplane, while I'm on it. Normally I would drive, but like even in my like just
Your Miata.
acrid brain damaged fear of flying, I'm like, my time is more valuable than my comfort.
Yeah,
Like
because
I just can't take like a 10-hour road trip. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say
Like
because it's
I
not
just
like you're coming from Michigan anymore. It's not like you're coming from
well,
Detroit.
you want to know a fun fact?
You will
It's
be.
about 35 minutes longer from Columbus.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the highways are mega compatible with like making up for there, there's like a straight shot,
Yeah.
so instead of a straight shot west, there's like a perfect straight shot northwest.
Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah. Cause I mean, Columbus is a little west of Detroit. Um,
How far is Kent from Columbus? Like an hour
maybe
east,
an hour and a half northeast.
northeast? Okay.
No, it's probably it's a whole I don't know, between 1.5, 2 hours. Kent
Okay.
is up by where I grew up. I grew up kind of like near Kent. I mean,
Dox yourself. Dox yourself. Give us your
I'm,
home address.
fans of the pod know I grew up in Youngstown.
Youngstown.
And I mean, we're not talking about podcasts, but I'm listening to a sick podcast about Youngstown. Can I just say one thing? Because, okay, listen, people know that this is kind of a light episode.
I was
So
gonna say
we
at this
can,
point, I think this might just be a bonus.
yeah, we're pretty far into it. I think we can push through, though. I think we can push through.
Go.
Uh,
You say your piece. We'll come back from break and then we'll
love it.
actually get into it.
Love it. Okay,
That's a
so
real podcast. When you don't get to your premise until the second half. We made it. We finally made it.
yeah, we did it, baby. I
Youngstown podcast.
Yeah, so I'm listening to this Youngstown podcast, and it is about the history of organized crime in the city. And I just listened to an episode, and like each episode kind of tells like a mini story that relates to the larger arc of the season.
Mm,
How podcast.
I've heard of the thing.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
such.
And I just listened to an episode about these two like kind of enforcer dudes for the rival mob factions. And
Mm,
they were not the mobs were not warring. These individuals had a personal beef. This one guy, his name is Mark Bacho, saw this other guy named Frankie Suzanne like kind of out with Bacho's wife. So Bacho was like, I'm gonna kill that guy. And at this point, Bacho was not tied up with the mob. He was just like a guy.
yeah, he was.
But Suzanne was. So anyway, so Bacho like stalks Suzanne and like nearly stabs him to death in the basement of a restaurant. And they were interviewing him, I believe, from jail. So he's like present day Mark Bacho is like telling the story. And he says, I tuned him up pretty good in the basement, but I left him alive because I left him alive enough that he'd be able to crawl out of that basement so that there would be nothing between me and God when I kill him in the streets of Belmont Avenue.
Holy
And I
shit.
thought, and there's like a pause. You can hear the interviewer be like nervous, and he just goes, "That was the only honorable way to get my revenge." And I was like, dude, man, I aspire to love my spouse as much as Mark Bacho does.
Wow.
I wanted him.
Soup.
I left him alive enough that he could crawl out of that restaurant so there would be nothing between me and God when I finish it in the streets of Belmont Avenue. Sick.
That is tough. That's like,
Like, would you do that for Nay, bro?
I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I would do a lot more for a lot less. And with that, I think we
Yeah. Should we go to break?
I think we go to break, aka roll the intro.
I love the intro.
I don't care that much at this point, and I care less and less. Dude, yesterday I unfollowed him on Instagram. I was like, I can't even fucking look at this guy anymore. So, anyways, speaking of Instagram,
Yeah, that was a good pivot. You got it.
hello, listeners. Welcome to Show and Tell with Tone and Tone. This is one of those rare episodes where we don't really know the topic.
We do
but,
know the topic.
But we do, and
It's just
we
kind of a bad. It's like not the best topic.
yeah, we use that as an excuse to go on tangents, as opposed
Yeah.
to our other premium episodes where we stick to the topic and our tangents are related. to
Yeah,
the topic.
premium. Can instead of saying premium and non-premium,
We should say behind the paywall.
no, I want the analogy to be prime rib versus McDonald's McDouble. This is a McDouble.
or the McRib. No, this is a McRib.
No. Don't mention that. Don't bring that.
Have you ever had a McRib?
Yeah, I have. They're amazing.
Really?
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're weird, obviously,
So
but
why would you not want to compare this episode to a McRib?
it would be like taking I don't know, I can't think of a joke. It would be like bringing a pile of dog poop into the Sistine Chapel. But in this analogy, the McRib is the Sistine Chapel and our conversation is the dog poop. It's not worthy. We are not worthy of the McRib. Our episodes aren't as good as the McRib. We're a couple amateur podcasters. What are you talking about? Not even the Joe Rogan experience is McRib quality.
This McRib quality. Oh my God.
Ben just told me to say that. He telepathically he possessed me and was like, "Say that, Dad. Joe Rogan rules."
Oh, shout out Ben.
Yeah,
How's he
shout
do?
out Ben.
How's he doing in daycare?
He got banned because he was trying to get the other kids to read the 99 Laws of Power.
It's the 50 Laws of Power. I have the book.
I know. I just remembered that as I was saying it. No, I'm just kidding. It's going well. He's doing good. Some days he's like immensely social, and other days he's just like too cool for the lads. Like yesterday or the other day, I went to pick him up, and there's like I think there's a total of six kids in there, but usually like kind of randomly, usually one kid is not there on any given day.
Yeah.
Um,
Baby things.
yeah, or like they get picked up early or whatever. But so I went in there and these three dudes were like sitting around a toy, just kind of vibing, like hanging out, taking Congress, if you will. And I was like, "What the fuck is Ben?" So I like looked at way at the other side of the room, and Ben was just sitting on like a mat, just like
Arms folded in a
you know,
Mr. Rogers sweater.
and the the daycare the teacher was like, "Oh yeah, Ben just guess he just
Wasn't
wanted to be by
wasn't
himself for a
feeling
little
it.
bit," and I he wasn't feeling like hanging out with the guys. And I said to myself, yeah, well, what do the guys bring to the table?
Ben wasn't trying to bull with the bros.
Yeah, well, maybe the bros weren't worth bulling.
Oh.
Ben's a baby that knows his worth.
Ben is a baby of impeccable taste. He knows.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I love that you get those little blurb updates. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's so funny.
they're just like gorgeous little short stories. Here, let me pull up.
And it's just like a weird, like a picture of him on the move.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show a picture of Ben on the pod. Fans of season one will remember that we've seen the back of his head
Yeah,
many times.
plenty of. We've seen the Bjorn. Does he still hop in the Bjorn every now and then?
He sized out of the Bjorn. I had to put it away literally this weekend. It was the most upsetting moment of my adult life.
Aw.
But if you're not, I got him a new one. So he's set.
He's in an XL Bjorn.
Yeah, he's in the Mega Bjorn. Oh, I didn't even see this one. This one's hilarious. Well, actually, it's not. Hold on, let me find a. Oh, dude, I didn't see this one either. Okay, so here's one. It's like a picture of Ben. Well, here, I'm gonna just show like the. No, I'm not. It just says Benjamin was jamming to Old McDonald.
Shout
That's so
out.
funny.
Shout
He's
out
such a,
old McDonald.
he's such a weirdo. There was one recently where it was like a picture of him playing with like a stick. I mean, not like an actual stick, like it was just some kind of toy that was in the shape of a stick, and it,
Yeah.
it looked like it had bark. And the caption was like, Ben played with a stick today, but wasn't sure about it. So he ran his fingers over it a few times and then was done.
Who writes these?
One of the teachers. I was just like, dude, sick. That sounds
Dude.
like the coolest day.
That's it's like your own personal Twitter for Ben.
Yeah, that's right. I'll know he's taken over the operation when it's just like Ben got yelled at for listening to Jordan Peterson YouTube lectures too loudly during nap time.
Jesus.
That Ben's gonna come home and I'm just gonna be like, ah boo boo boo, ah boo boo boo, and he's gonna be like, masculinity is under attack and we must stop the radical woke mob from ruining men. I'm gonna be like, wow, you're not even a year old, bro.
Where are all the strong independent men at?
I don't understand what's happening in our culture. Hates. I'm like, bro, if you don't eat this bottle, like, hey Ben, Here's a question. You shit in your pants 3 times a day. I don't.
He's gonna be like, I actually saw what Olivia Wilde was trying to go for, and don't worry, darling. And I think she
He's
was
like,
wrong.
he's like, I wish it was a documentary. Hey, speaking of problematic takes about Hollywood films, Antonio, what are some of your favorite social media feeds?
Wow, that is leading. You're like it's like I. Anyways, let's see. Favorite social media feeds. Well, I think first off, we should definitely plug the new Twitter, Show and
Yes,
Tell
bro.
Pod
Yes.
3. Uh,
Dude, it's the third. If you know the guys that have Show and Tell Pod too, be nice to them because it's us and we forgot the password.
yeah, we definitely forgot the password. And again, if you know who has Show and Tell Pod, actually, no, I kind of like Show and Tell Pod too. Now I kind of miss it. Do you know the email you used or
No, I
no?
used a burner. I used my Reddit email, and I lost my Reddit email. I don't remember it.
Damn. Well, you should follow us at Show and Tell Pod 3. That's where we well, now I have it on my phone, so we'll be
Yeah,
posting I don't know, stuff from here, maybe.
yeah,
Hot
perhaps.
takes. We'll probably just be tweeting at each other. We'll use it as a burner account to tweet at the other one.
Yeah, like stay tuned for Show and Tell Pod 3 to just be like under every post I make on my private account, being like, "You're so
love
handsome, you're so
love
smart."
this. OMG.
LMAO. And I don't mean that the way the internet means that I actually laughed my ass off and now I need a proctologist. Like I'm gonna post that on the next thing I tweet for my personal account.
Oh my god. So yeah, follow us or don't at Show and Tell Pod 3.
Yeah, we definitely don't care.
Yeah. Clearly, if we're on our second Twitter and the first one has like, actually, I don't even know what the first. I know the first one has a couple of pictures that you took during recording.
Yeah, during the October episode.
Oh shit! Actually,
Yeah, those are
I have
vintage, bro.
now I have it up right now. Let's see. Maybe later. I don't want to share with a small crowd. No, Twitter, stop. I don't want to share to my Twitter circle. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, dude, it's been so long that I've tweeted. I don't tweet anymore. Yo,
Uh-huh.
speaking of social media, are you
Yes.
on Be Real or are you
No.
too cool for
I'm
that?
on I'm on Truth though. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Why is this a fucking GIF? I don't want a GIF. Dude, why do I feel like I'm 45 right now and I can't work Twitter?
Because you're 45 right now and you can't work Twitter.
I fucking must be.
Dude,
Yes,
oh my God, bro.
that's going on.
Liquid Death
That's
and
going on.
Martha Stewart teamed up to make a candle.
Oh my god, what does it smell like? Water?
I don't know. Hold on. This is developing. This just came across my desk. We're
Liquid Death
this is
shirt
the
has no business going this hard. What?
this is the first thing we're gonna tweet. We're gonna tweet a link to this. It's a luxury candle. It's $60.
Joke's on you. The first thing we tweeted was that picture I just put.
Dude, that's funny.
Oh my gosh, no it's not. There's already tweets. What the hell?
I tweeted from the account a little bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, I see what you're
Well,
saying.
not a lot.
I don't think it's scented. It's just an accent candle.
Yeah, so it's just a candle with no scent.
Well, I mean, it's black. It's got like a severed hand on it. I cannot wait to watch the commercial that Martha Stewart made for Liquid Death.
It's just her punching somebody who's thirsty in the face.
You know, I think of all the time. I think of there was like a recurring skit on Saturday Night Live,
Oh, that is sweet.
and it was Anna Gasteyer playing Martha Stewart, and the they're like it would just be like earnest, like just totally like today we're going to be basting a turkey and I'm going to show you how to make like a wreath out of leaves. So like the scenes themselves were totally earnest, but the joke was that Martha Stewart was topless.
Was Martha Stewart ever topless?
No, well, I mean, it was an actor, it was an SNL actor like portraying Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Topless. Wow, we have 2 minutes left.
Hey, time flies when you're starting your mornings off
Can
like
I can I
this.
just can I hit the screen share and show my one of my favorite social media feeds?
I was gonna say you gotta at least show something. We
Yeah.
can't
All
we
right.
can't
So this is a Facebook group that I recently discovered called
crab.
Crab Rangoon Memes. And I just want to kind of give you guys like a little example of what to expect. Today is National Taco Day.
Have a sweet
Uh,
taco.
you
Never
know,
mind. That is not
yeah.
all. Look at the crab ragoon tacos
Long
I'm
live
looking
the
at.
Rangoonies, baby.
Oh my
So let me just,
gosh.
I just want to scroll through these. Um,
Crab ragoons. Wow. Bub-
I, I mean, and this is good
The ragoons
because,
are
this is just
gas
representative.
station ragoons.
Yeah, you know,
Ew.
I'd be on that, and this is just such like a specific joke.
Built created for you.
Well, not, I mean, I don't even like, I'm allergic to fish, so I can't eat crab rangoon, but like, this is such like a specific
Crab ragoon.
joke, and it's just they're executed so perfectly. I love it. I've been obsessed with crab rangoon memes. I also want to plug Dan White's Twitter. He's a comedian, um, and he just tweets really stupid, irreverent shit that's so funny. He um he has a lot of jokes about like his wife's boyfriend. Like that's like his lane of humor.
I love those jokes. Who else? Jake from Jake and Amir. He has a whole bit that actually I'm like very late on. Holy shit, this guy has huge hands. I'm on Reddit. Look at those. Look at those
Those are
grippers.
those are hams. Those are those do we think those fingies are bigger than the King of England's?
The King of England's fingies. Oh shit, it kicked us off. Well, thanks for watching Show and Tell with Tone and Tone. I have been Tone, and Tony sends his regards. So yeah, that's our episode today.